His favorite pasta.
And that was the thing that got me was like when I was obsessed with making gnocchi and I was on Fry, so I'd always make it for hot apps for them. I was like, I just want to get this right, and I was like making it with my hands. And there's something about this with the flour, making pasta. I remember the pastry chef being like, watching me roll it out. He's like, "You're really good. You should work pastry." And I feel like that's the seed that was planted.
Welcome to the Hidden City Podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Doug, and we're here to share some of the incredible stories and people from Oak Cliff that you might not know.
We're going to sit down with some of the visionaries, craftsmen, and business owners who have shaped Oak Cliff into what it is today.
Oak Cliff is on the south bank of the Trinity River, a few miles south of downtown Dallas. While technically it was part of Dallas, it was its own city for a long time, and it still has that independent spirit.
We'll dive into the history and the spirit of this place, exploring the different challenges and successes that defined it.
This is The Hidden City, a podcast about the people and the stories that make Oak Cliff extraordinary. Welcome to this episode of the Hidden City Podcast. Today we have friends on the show, Tyler and Chayanne Rooney, founders of Oak Cliff Bread. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
Y'all,
we convinced y'all.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Trapped us.
Yeah. Some beer and a good time. So
it's so good to have you guys on the show. Obviously, we're neighbors here at Tyler Station. We get to enjoy your wonderful bread multiple times a week, and we're just excited to kind of talk about your journey and your life.
Yeah, it's I feel like y'all being at Tyler Station has become a ritual or a pattern for a lot of Wax Space members. But then my family too, and it's just like, I get a ham and cheese croissant on Thursday morning.
Simeon comes walking down the way with his ham and cheese, and he's happy.
He's got something. So, but yeah, well, we want to know a little bit of your origin story. I know you guys met in an Austin kitchen. Something about a knife accident or something?
Not an accident.
Oh, okay. What happened?
Well, it's sort of an
us
accident.
Okay.
Yeah. I was working at Parkside in Austin, and then Cheyenne was a stage, which is like a working interview. Right?
Yes.
You work for free for one day.
So I didn't work there yet, but I was like trying out.
Okay.
It's super interesting
Right.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
And y'all have some stages, don't y'all? Or did you
every
start?
now and then.
Yeah.
We'll get
Okay.
emails
That's like
about
the
let
typical
people
way of like
stage.
trying someone out in the
Right,
kitchen.
for a
Okay.
kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I work for one full day just to see how they work. It's a good
Nice.
idea for
That is
every
cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
thing, right?
makes total sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause you
Anyways,
can-
I threw you off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good. But then her friend had a similar knife as mine, and then at the end of the shift, like I had helped her do something, and you know.
I took his home, basically. I took it home, so he had to
Okay.
get my phone number from my
No,
resume.
Tricky, Tyler.
She did it on
tricky.
purpose.
He did
Get out of
contact
there.
me via my resume, and so I got hired.
Yeah.
But and he got his knife back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that move. That's a good one.
Very slick, I must say. Very slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When I asked Kelsey on a date, it was we were actually working out of a co-working space, and I had known she parked like in the back parking lot, and I was like, okay, as soon as she gets up, I'll be like, hey, you should park in the back, and I'll walk you out, kind of thing.
Right.
And I was like, did you park in the back? She was like, nope, in the front, and she just walked over the other way, and she just had both sides confused.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, I just feel like
Pretty
that, like,
deflating
kind
for you.
of super deflating. Kels, come on. But yeah, no, like the work, like asking someone out or getting to know them a little bit, it's kind of crazy. But
Okay, so you guys are down in Austin. Tell us about what the food scene is like at that point, and just also your experience being in Austin. How'd you like it there?
I loved it. I mean, there's a lot of really good food there. I mean,
I mean, I moved from New York to Austin in like 2011, I think.
Okay.
And so I did different things. I tried different restaurants. I tried a barbecue place. I tried a taco truck. I tried, I don't think it was seafood. You tried a boiling pot, right? Crawfish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did that.
I just
so,
fell
like,
into the kitchen.
You're just
Right.
getting in. Okay.
So, but we
Yeah.
finally, separately, we finally found Parkside in this really organized kitchen. And, you know, it wasn't meticulous, but this is the way to do things, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was
And
like,
so it's very structured.
Yes.
And that's what we needed in our 20s.
Yeah.
And
nice.
so it really took off from there. And like,
what kind of food? What was Parkside
It was
like?
like-
Yeah,
Was it,
I mean, it's
fine
like
dining American.
Okay.
bistro.
Okay.
But it's a French like brigade system,
Right, there's
which
a
I hadn't
raw
worked
bar.
under before.
Oysters, there's still, So
okay, so it's
Yeah.
like kind of a going from boiling pot to other stuff.
Right.
And it's like, oh, here's like maybe the French way of cooking, or is
Yes.
it like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and still
Very
maybe
Maybe a
some
chef,
of
a sous chef.
Right.
okay.
Yeah, so I was just like a scrappy cook, and then I get into this nice kitchen, and then they're like, you're not good, and I was like, yeah, no, you're right, and it was the first time where I like really respected the authority in the kitchen. So I worked there for like 7 years.
No way.
In the same kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. And she came in like year 3. I think I was on saute at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Wow. Okay.
So we work South by Southwest together. We're on Dirty Six in Austin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like everything was just, we're there
You're in
working
it.
15-hour shifts. We're just like, I'm crying in the walk-in, and everyone sees me. It's like, this is what happens.
This is like
This is
true
normal.
kitchen experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
And I love that you were like, you acknowledge that, yeah, I'm not good yet. And
Right.
they were not afraid to just be like, you're not good yet.
Yeah.
Right.
But you kind of stuck that out and you respected.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do actually have a good standard here. So
Right.
I can grow in that, learn from that. That's cool.
Right.
Did it piss you off, or was it kind of like a challenge, or what? I was
No,
just like-
that's a good question. I mean, I like my whole life sort of, I hated like coaches and authority and things like that. And so this is the first time where someone kind of put me in my place.
Yeah.
Where I could see that there's so much to learn from them.
Okay.
So I took it, and the first day I worked for free, and I'd never done a stage before.
Okay.
And I was like, I was grumpy about it. I was like, what do you mean you're not going to pay me for working 12 hours or 8 or something like that?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to come back and I'm going to get my first check.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome or what, but I did learn a lot. I didn't go to culinary school. She did.
Yeah.
But I spent 7 years in this kitchen working from, like doing catering to cold station, fry station,
Dude.
to hot apps,
banquets.
to grill.
Okay.
and then-
Sous chef
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
It took a long
awesome.
time.
You like
Right.
you like kind of grew into it.
we
more and
grow
more in
with the
roles.
company, and it was
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah,
That sounds so
we've
cool.
seen
Company.
people come and go, and we know who sticks it out, and
Mm-hmm.
we still, we're still friends with them. It's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And they're still doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a
Nice.
few of them went on to open their own spot.
Right.
Okay.
And and I kind of watched that, and I was always like, oh, I would really like to do that. And never really had the push, or never took the step to do it
Mm-hmm.
until, if we jump ahead.
Yeah, to some of the bread. Yeah, why bread? I think that's one of the things.
Yeah.
It's like, why not just kick it in the restaurant world? Like,
Yeah.
you're making pastas, I hear,
Mhm.
like all this stuff, and you're working with your hands.
Yeah.
Why that shift to bread, or what?
So that restaurant did everything from scratch. And
Okay.
they had a bread program, and we would make gnocchi on hot apps. And with gnocchi, every single day you're
I
This
love-
is
I
the
love
big
gnocchi.
thing.
Yeah. I
love
Always
gnocchi.
Gnocchi's Doug's
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
pasta.
And that was the thing
That
that
was-
got me, was like, when I was obsessed with making gnocchi, and I was on fry, so I'd always make it for hot apps for them. I was like, I just want to get this right. And I was like making it with my hands. And there's something about this with the flour, making pasta. I remember the pastry chef being like, watching me roll it out. He's like, you're really good. You should work pastry. And I feel like that's the seed that was planted.
That's cool.
Okay.
Like, to liking just doing something with your hands, something simple that's delicious, that doesn't take too much. Like,
That's neat that the pastry chef was
Finishing.
like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you should try this over here.
yeah.
Dude, I'm a fan of gnocchi. That's all I'm thinking about. You said
Yes,
gnocchi, and I was
gnocchi.
like,
That was good.
dude, I was in a place in we were in New York. Took my son up there last year, and there's like a little corner spot, and it's just gnocchi in a box, and that's the
Nice.
entire restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like you go up, choose your sauce, and they're just throwing gnocchi in there. And
Nice.
it's like comfort, but
Right.
awesome,
It's like dumplings
heavy.
to me
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very
Oh, it's
yeah.
awesome.
Potato-y.
Do you roll it with a fork? Right? Is that no?
At
Yeah,
the
or a
end,
paddle.
yeah.
At the end,
There's a
okay.
paddle, like a grooved paddle.
See, there you
Right.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you jumped into pastry.
Sort of.
Sort
I
of,
kept
okay.
working
Sort of.
the hotline, and I was
Okay.
on grill, but I had that, like, I love making pasta.
Yeah.
And then I spent like a couple years on grill station, and we were like, getting married.
Mhm.
And I think we might have had our first kid, or she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And so she's still like shucking oysters. And I think maybe I'm like having anxiety about becoming a dad
Yeah.
at the same time. And I really like making pasta, working with my hands. And at some point, I'm not sure. I think like I just like wanted to make a baguette or wanted to make a croissant.
Yeah.
Like I think I might have been watching Julia Child.
Mm.
And she has a good bread episode, lots of episodes, and she goes to France and works with like Raymond Calvel, who invented autolyse, which is when you mix flour with water and
Keep going. No, this is like I love that.
You're
It's
like,
just-
you're like
yeah.
diving into
Right.
Yeah,
these
you're into
videos
it.
and this stuff because
Yes.
you're just interested in it.
Right.
really interested. And so I hit up the pastry girls, and I was like, could I do bread with you one day?
Yeah.
I'll just make the service bread. And that was like the first thing I did.
Huh.
And then I had that book, and I was kind of like just like working the station, but I had extra time. So I just remember working grill and then having like a croissants like in the low boy, because you're working on top of like a fridge.
Mm.
Okay.
And so I'd be like working grill, and then like have my trial croissants in the low boy, at the same time, and they weren't good. But I was happy with them at the time.
They were,
but we were psyched.
We were psyched on it.
Okay.
Because he's trying something new and he's getting his energy out, whatever anxiety he had. And so I'm like, okay.
Well,
so you're getting to try all
Right.
the early editions.
No, for sure.
So it's going in the, you said the low boy or like, okay.
Low boy, because you have to keep it cold.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So what?
And that's just something I say to people when they're starting bread. It's like, it's always gonna like not look like the best version, the perfect croissant. But the first one you make, you're still gonna be psyched with like a little bit of flake, like this. Like it's like Mount Everest. So you start at the bottom. You have to start at the bottom. Your croissants first have to suck, and it's endless progress to get to that point.
Dude, that's craft. I mean, I feel like what's the 10,000?
Yeah, 10,000 hours sort of mentality where it's like you just have to do
before
the
you have a good photo.
crappy versions of it for a period of time before you might make
before
it
you maybe
pretty good.
Nail it. You're able to sell it for money. It's like,
yeah. But that's interesting hearing that like analogy in bread. You're like, gonna make 10,000 croissants.
Well, and that there's no shortcuts.
Yeah.
You can't just shortcut your way to doing it.
Throw a bunch of money at it or do this
It's like
or
just
whatever.
simply takes time and
it takes practice, lots of practice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
So you started liking. You kind of said you talked to the pastry girls and they were just like running that area. You started kind of delving into this more and more.
Yeah.
Did you just continue that while you were at the restaurant, or what happened next?
Yeah, and then I talked to the chef and I told him I was really into bread. And I remember I had Bread by Hamelman, which is like a staple introduction to bread book, and I was trying to practice croissants, and I worked with the chef there at making those, and they were okay. And he was like, you should read Tartine Bread. And I had not heard of that in San Francisco, but I remember I first got that cookbook, and I still have it. It's in the bakery. It's like totally worn down. But like I always say, it's like hard eyes. Like my eyes were like sparkling. I read that book front to back 3 times in a row before I even tried to start a starter. I was like, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
So this must have been, 2015?
2015, yeah.
I think in a conversation I heard you say once, like I read Tartine, I knew I wanted to make croissants the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this dude that is in Oak Cliff?
Doug's like, I haven't had that conversation with anybody else.
No, it was just like awesome clarity.
Yeah.
I was like, and I've told that story to a few other people too, and they're like, how did that guy have clarity like that? I was like, I don't know.
And how nice to have that moment too. Where you
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It clicked.
Yeah. And then I even talked to some people and they're like, when you start your business, just do sourdough, don't do croissants, it's too labor intensive. And I was like, no, that's part of it. Like I want to do croissants.
Yeah, push into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I talked to the chef in Austin, and I remember him calling me one night, and he's like, "Oh, I'm looking at a bread oven." Like he was teasing me. He sent me to San Francisco, like paid for half of it to take the class.
That's awesome.
Dude.
Yeah, he was like
shout out to that guy.
Yeah, Sean Serkiel. Yeah,
he was really like every cook could take a week off. He'll help pay you what your wage is, and then you go do a week at this restaurant. Or you
That's awesome.
Go a school at this for a week, and it's like really educational and just helps build the cook.
Yeah.
It's
a great thing.
We're in minute 14 and I'm already, you probably hate it, but like my only understanding of this is the bear, where they send them off for like a week or whatever, but sometimes it's like in a different spots. So that's like what I'm working with in my mind when I'm hearing you talk about this restaurant. But even that practice, I'm like, how collaborative and awesome is that you're like, hey, here's excellence. Now go rub shoulders with excellence.
Yeah.
Go
it's
learn.
such an ancient like thing too, of like apprenticing or like going to just learn from the masters.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know a lot of industries that do that.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the restaurant world, it like still very alive, I think.
Well, you like go from ChatGPT 4 to 5.
That's right.
That's about it. You know, like,
5.2 maybe.
Yeah, 5.2 if you want. Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. There's like it's a cool part of the world, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
so you're making bread, move up to Dallas, married, you have a kid.
We moved to
how
Dallas
do you get up to
in
this area?
2019.
Like, okay.
So we had the second. We're still both working for the restaurant until 2019, I think 2018.
Okay.
And
Nice.
so he's sous chef at Olive and June, a different restaurant. I was working as a juice bar because hours babysitter, it was during the day. So I worked during the day. Tyler worked at night.
wow.
And so we'd never see each other. We switch off,
Yeah.
but kids are taken care of.
Yeah,
so
you're
we had
raising-
Lila in 2019 and I think 2018. And then we
Awesome.
moved in 2019 to be closer to our family
Nice.
here in Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like I grew up in Dallas, and then my parents are in Oak Cliff.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
awesome.
so they were kind of like, come down. Like,
Tyler, that's
I really
awesome. I
love
didn't know
Austin.
that.
yeah, I didn't know you
Yeah.
guys were here.
My parents have been here for like 5 years, but I grew up in Coppell.
Nice. Okay.
And Yeah.
So yeah, second
Once-
baby, I'm like, I need help.
Yeah.
If we're gonna make this work,
Yeah.
like,
Heard for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that sold me was really like, I mean, we visited a few times, but I remember
Right.
seeing Davis Street Espresso.
Dude,
When I saw
really?
that spot,
Yeah.
I was like, I really want to work here. This is the dream.
That's
like
awesome.
coffee
because
and
yeah,
bread.
we'd visit for Christmas
Yeah.
or whatever, and Oak Cliff was always the area we'd
yeah.
visit.
Yeah.
So-
You're just drawn to. Yeah. That's
Especially coming from Austin,
Yeah.
the similarities there, right?
So you
Yeah.
get to know the owners of businesses.
Yeah.
You're getting to see like people go after stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's
Davis
nice.
Street
Man, I
was
love
like
that.
early on.
Yeah.
You were like, "This is
Yeah.
cool. I want to
Yeah.
be a part of this."
And I interviewed with them. And,
That's cool.
And I was trying to get in, but they were like, oh, you're overqualified, or we don't have any space for you. I mean, they run a
Something.
tight team.
Sure.
Yeah.
And there's like Homegirl does everything there.
Yeah,
And so, yeah.
they've got a certain way of operating.
He's
for
got
sure.
a system.
Yeah, I, wanted to get-
With
I just
the-
wanted to get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
No, that's awesome. Okay, so
Yeah.
you started like your family's up here.
mhm.
You're drawn to Oak Cliff because of some of like
Right.
these excellent places or places
Yep.
that you're enjoying.
And then the bread starts.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
markets. Like, how?
Oh,
Okay,
gosh.
Is
so
Okay,
we both.
yeah.
So I took a job at Machalaya, which is the sister restaurant of Lucia,
Yes,
right, with
yeah,
David
yeah,
Huger,
of course.
and that's because he would let me bake bread once a week. So
Oh,
I
cool.
was still like trying to get in bread, and I had applied at a few bakeries. I couldn't find
Yeah.
a good spot. There's really a difference between like the way that like a European bakery and an American bakery run. Like,
That's interesting.
yeah, like I staged it. Well, I just won't say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
like
he almost
some
let it
place
slip.
the
that-
difference
Yeah.
between like throwing flour around and throwing bread around, and then like
Mm.
having the finesse and like trying to make it really nice. So I saw that at Lucia or Machalaya,
Yeah.
and the
The-
care
the
the care for
finesse.
the product,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
finesse, yeah. So
Huh.
I got a job there, and Shai was working at Joy Macarons. with-
Nice.
With
Oh,
Liz.
that's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
That's
it.
great.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we were kind of both in baking, and
Yeah.
we worked for a year, and then COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then it's like everyone's jobs
Yeah,
are
Right.
like
everybody's job's gone.
just gone, and
Mhm.
what's even happening?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was actually, it's a really bad thing. COVID was scary, whatever, but
Yeah.
it was the push that I needed because, I really wanted to start my own thing, and I didn't really have like the guts to take the to take the step. And so COVID shut us down. I think I like rethought even going back to the kitchen for
Wow.
a while. I was like, oh, maybe I'll be
Yeah.
a postman.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll work for the
Right.
Postman.
government.
You're
Yeah.
a postman. That'd be
Yeah.
Right.
Just took a
Yeah.
Get some
break.
exercise.
Hey, you can still do that in your retirement.
Yeah,
you,
there you go.
know, it seems like a cool job.
Yeah, and I'd say I was really inspired by like some bakeries that popped up during COVID. On Instagram
Okay.
during the pandemic, there was a bunch of cottage bakers who were baking out of their
Ooh.
house and loading up their bikes or their cars and like delivering to the neighborhood.
Yes.
So I was like, that's what I,
I
want
can
to
do this. Yeah. Yeah.
So we got like a stimulus check or whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
what if I just bought a mixer?
Yeah,
And she's like,
un-
do not do
unbeknownst to
that.
me. I
That's-
had
that's
no
stimmy
idea.
check.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No,
And I'm like, it's on its way.
it's already coming.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
What if we did this? Oh, it's
I
arriving in
guess.
2 days.
I was
Yeah.
like, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't done
I'm
that.
glad
Sorry,
you said
Chelsea.
yes
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so use the stimmy check for
Yeah.
mixer. I love
Right.
that.
Yeah, and just we started really small. Like I had cast iron or Dutch oven pots, like
Yeah.
the way people bake at home.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would
Right.
bake like 4 sourdough.
Yeah.
I remember putting on Instagram stories like $5 for a loaf and I'll
Dude.
deliver it to your
Yeah.
door.
I
think it
remember
was
seeing
Beckley
these. I remember
Club,
seeing
right?
these. It's awesome.
Beckley
Yeah.
Club, we started there with
Yeah.
the neighborhood,
Okay.
just like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
okay, like,
Yeah.
hey,
Just post
we're
on
doing
Facebook.
this.
Mhm.
Help support our family, and yeah, from there, we
And
grew
People
out,
just
Yeah.
started.
out of there.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
grew
this is a
from there.
party all story that I can't wait to talk about. But it's like it is homegrown, like community. Dude, people love you guys, and I like they're connected to you. Like it's not just like, oh, here's a bakery. It's like, oh no, they've like brought these people along with them, and some of
Yeah.
that's I can see that baked into this part of this where it's like, all right, we're delivering bread to people when they're scared out of their minds in their neighborhoods.
Pandemic was
Like,
scary.
yeah,
so
yeah.
To offer that
Yeah.
little bit of comfort, the little bit of
Yeah.
croissant, a little
Yeah.
bit of butter, a little bit
Yes.
of fat.
Yeah.
It's comforting.
It's what we all needed at
and
that
we're gonna
point in
drop
time.
it on your
Yeah.
doorstep, and
feels
there's no
human.
charge for
Yeah.
delivery. That's
Yeah.
fine. Like that was
Yeah.
it. Like,
That's so cool.
you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So you're delivering to people. You're starting to acknowledge like, hey, this is fun and it's meaningful.
Right.
When does it start to become like, oh, this is taking like some traction, and all of a
Markets,
sudden
or
now
is it-
it's like this is actually turning into something a little
Yeah.
bigger.
I would say it was kind of cool. There was like wind at our back a little bit. Like when I first created the Instagram, within the first week, I got an ad. Like I didn't add anybody, and then one of my friends who was in Austin who started his own thing added me. Like, how'd you even find this account? And I was like, you were starting your own thing. Like I'm gonna start going for it. And I also got a DM from like D Magazine. She was writing about local sourdough scene in Dallas, and I was like, this is too real. Like I'm not even ready for this. But I delivered her a loaf. She put us in the article.
Wow.
And a couple weeks later, we got a DM from Dallas Farmers Market, and I was like, I'm not sure if we want to do that either. I was kind of worried.
But they wanted us down there. They invited us down.
So they were trying to get y'all
they're
down there.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so once we
Another
started
signal.
doing that,
Right.
once we started doing that, it's really official, right? Like, but I'm still baking out of cast iron pots. I'm still rolling croissants
like,
by
how,
hand.
How do I do?
Seriously?
Yeah, I didn't have a sheeter. I was doing everything with a rolling pin, and like my hands were blistered because that's hard, like to do like 100 of them or whatever. And but once you do the market, you're really a staple. You have to come every week, and you have to hand out business cards.
You got to show up.
Right.
You have to be consistent. And so that was like really the catalyst, I think, and got us rolling and took it seriously.
The farmers market.
Yeah, Fat Farmers Market. Yeah, every Sunday, and then Thursday we do drop off. We started with Sunday, and then.
Saturday. Oh, look at it. See, I know this. That's awesome. So okay, you're doing this on the weekends. I feel like. Well, you're laughing.
No, keep going. Keep going.
You see Kelsey and I do that sometimes.
Yeah, I do.
You're
just enjoying it.
Hey, family. Yep. I also, thinking about the neighborhood, but also I feel like when I'm in the shop, people remember you from the market days too. Mm-hmm. Like
it's really
you created a community from that. Like, is that, do you guys still see that with the people that come in?
Like still people come in from, so they say they lived downtown back then and it was easy for them to go to the market, but now they moved to other places in Dallas and they still come to find us here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's got to feel really good.
No, it was
the community
side. It was really nerve-wracking, I think, going from the farmers market with all that foot traffic and then moving into a permanent spot out of our house. We're like, okay, like this is real. Like health inspection, we have to have, everything is real. Like we can't have Lila and Wyatt running around anymore.
Yeah. Right.
It's a real place now.
Yeah, talk to us about that leap into that brick and mortar experience. Like what eventually led you to say, yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to plant our flag here. And then I'm just curious too, like what were those early days of opening the shop like, what did it look like at first?
Yeah, it was scary. I mean, we got to the point in the house where we had folding tables everywhere.
Right.
We were loading up for market, and our car is like full of bread.
Loaded.
This is the Prius, or is this
the Jeep?
We had a Jeep.
We had a Prius and we had a Jeep Liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing that killed me was like we'd get to the market and like we'd be there in the freezing, and like the bread would be frozen. We'd get there. We did Bastille Day where we met y'all.
I know,
remember
dude.
that one.
In July, and
you killed
all the croissants, all the butter melted out.
Right, because it's too hot.
Oh,
so.
Yes.
The climate really affects what you're selling, like the product, especially when it comes to bread.
Okay.
So I was thinking it would be really nice to just bake and put things on a shelf and have people come. So that was like the first thing I was thinking.
Temperature controlled would be nice.
It would be good.
Yeah, but a cool story is that we were talking to Chef David Uger at Machalaya or Lucia, and that day I had a second meeting with him. And he's like, I just don't know if this is the right time to move in right next to there. And as I'm leaving, Doug called me and said, we have this spot opening up in Tyler Station. And I had just like last week looked through the windows of Crumb and Kettle and being that looks perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Another like wind at the back moment.
Sure. Yeah. Good timing, Doug. Way to go.
I was just following him on Instagram. No, that's awesome.
Really cool. Yeah. But we were nervous. We were nervous that people wouldn't like make the trip from the market and like we knew that the neighborhood showed up because we did the porch delivery thing.
Right. We had no idea about Elmwood. Anything.
Yeah.
We were just like, okay.
Or Tyler Station, I'm sure too. Like you said you saw the previous business and it's like, I do feel like those early days though, it's like, okay, I remember talking to you, you're like, I'm going to open up. Are people coming? Like, and did they?
And
what
they did. Yeah. They came through. Yeah. And we saw a lot of people from the market and, just, it fills your heart. It's nice.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's awesome. Very nice. And
that's awesome. Yeah. I feel like, and now, I mean, success story, like people are waiting out the door. Like, it's just like, you've got a team of people that you're training and working with.
It's neat.
And do what?
It's neat for sure. No, because we would have a line at market before we even got there and set up. And like, that was like oh crud, like we're popular, like this is
People
bringing
want this.
people,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people.
yeah.
So then when we moved in here, we're like, all right, let's hope people still want this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And I would say it's still like that because we don't do any wholesale, we don't do any pre-orders. So every single day we bake. I look out the window. I'm like, maybe this is the day that nobody
Maybe
comes.
no one's coming. Like,
This is when no
it's
members show
okay.
up to
Yeah,
Waxbase
right.
and
Yeah.
the gig is up.
The day, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
it's funny to hear that because like
Yeah.
even now I think about you've in a lot of ways made it. I don't want to say you've made it because that's a weird thing to say, but like it's fun to see people are here every day, excited about you. The word is out, like
it's no secret anymore.
and even
Yeah,
now it's like maybe this won't
Yeah.
keep
Right.
happening and
Right.
so it's. I just want to encourage you. You're crushing it.
Yeah.
So keep it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah.
So I feel like you touched on it a little bit ago. I feel like you have I don't want to say interesting. You have a philosophy where you're like closed for so long, you're open for so long.
Yeah.
I feel like people always want you guys to be open 7 days a week, but you're also like,
yeah.
I've got a family and I've got
Right.
like balance. And
Mhm.
how did you come to that like philosophy or way of running this? Like,
The kids
Yeah.
were really small when we started, and
Yeah.
so I
Right.
wanted to be there. So when I'm in the house, like Lila's crying in the middle of the night, and so I can like go comfort her. And I was
Yeah.
like, "This is the way I want it."
yeah,
You know, I want to have work-life balance. I worked in the kitchen for so long, I didn't want to burn out.
Right.
And then the thing I'd say now is that everything is a 3-day process, and that we only get one day off. We take Sunday.
let's go.
Yeah,
That's good.
we take
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah.
for
Still,
church
that's what-
and for
I mean,
family.
It's not that much time off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People probably have the wrong impression that like, oh, they're just taking days off
Right.
because
No.
they're not
No,
working.
we're not just
Yeah,
sitting.
Monday,
like,
Monday
on
you
a-
mix croissants.
Okay.
Tuesday you laminate. Wednesday you start sourdough, and you're prepping Tuesday and Wednesday with all the sauces, all the
Okay.
pastry cream, and everything
Jam,
else.
You're
Giandia.
preparing.
So it's
Yeah.
truly a
week.
6 day
Yeah.
a week.
Yeah, it's a 6-day a week.
Yeah.
But
Fun.
yeah, we're still closed on Sunday, and we want to. Yeah, I would just say I want to last, and like that's the thing I tell my like employees now. They're like, I want you to push us, and I just want to be here in 20 years straight
Yeah,
up. Like,
yeah.
I want to be doing the same thing, and
Yes.
I'm not trying to burn out.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to follow like the trends or the excitement. I just want to keep baking bread and
You're
and
not
keep-
releasing a
stay healthy.
a Dubai chocolate croissant right,
Right,
now.
no.
Yeah, there's a few things that I'm just like, it looks good on Instagram.
Sure.
But
Right.
you can't beat a croissant, a chocolate
No, I
croissant.
Can't go
and
wrong. It's a
almonds.
classic.
Oh, and that
Yeah.
ham and cheese.
Right.
Get
Yeah.
out of here,
Ham and
y'all.
cheese.
I haven't gotten tired of that.
Oh
For
no, are you
years
kidding?
now.
It's the best.
Okay, Cheyenne. So you earlier on, you said you were trained, like in kind of
Culinary?
like culinary,
I went,
or like, or
so
is that
I went to culinary school
Okay,
for 4 years.
Okay.
So I had a culinary arts and bachelor in business management.
okay, nice.
So yeah.
So you did that because like right now, when I go to the shop, you're like hospitality. You're up front. You're taking the orders. You're also like educating people on how to use the breads or like
Right. How to freeze or how to keep it.
Okay.
Or,
Yes, I need some of that education because ours goes stale sometimes. and,
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyways, that's kind of the role that
Yeah.
you've kind of taken on. Is that?
Yeah.
Would you say that? Okay.
It is.
Okay.
So going from back of the house to front of the house has been
Okay.
a huge adjustment. So I do have a mouth on me, and I am sorry.
Oh,
like,
you got your
you know,
buffalo
I'm
shirt on.
from
I was
New
gonna
York.
say,
I know, I love
you
it.
know, I'm there. But once
If the
people
Bills
get
win,
to know
you're
me,
happy,
right? I
you
love
know?
it. But yeah, so people, I like that our customers, our neighbors, have gotten to know
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
to know what
of
to
course.
expect, and so
For
that's
sure.
lovely. But yeah, Saturdays, you get everyone.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
you have to be hospitable. You have to be more. You have to put the effort in
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
smile. And,
Yeah,
it's your
yeah.
last day, but it's like, you can do it.
Yeah,
know?
you're at the finish
It is,
line.
Yeah,
it
I'm
is.
at
It's
the
a
finish line. I can clean up. I can sell all this bread. Like,
Yeah.
I know I can
Yeah.
do this.
And people are so excited. I feel like too.
Right.
Like there's
just
there's
to
like
be
a
there.
match. Yeah.
People are coming from Plano. They're
that's what's-
driving in like 40 minutes. I'm like, thank you so
Yeah.
much. Like, that's
Yeah.
the first thing. I thank
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
for being there, like,
Yeah.
and helping
Yeah.
support us, or just, taking pictures of the space, whatever.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's good for Tyler Station too.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
just us.
100%.
So, just to bring people in and
Yeah.
you know.
Absolutely.
But how cool that you've got people lined up, when
Yeah.
you get in or when you start open the doors.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're willing to wait. They
Yeah.
they don't mind it
Yeah.
because they
Right.
know the bread is so good.
Yeah.
And it's got to be an interesting thing as business owners to have that level of demand and excitement around what you're doing. But.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
You're like, that's good.
Yeah. We are
well,
blessed,
it's just strange
for
because
sure.
like, I'll wake up, I'll be there like at 1 a.m. I'll be baking. I'll feel a little crazy. It's all dark. And then as
Dude,
soon
Tyler
as like they
Station at 1 in
line
the
up.
morning.
Yeah.
Jason's there sometimes.
Yeah.
One morning. But
But as soon as they come in and everybody's in a good mood, everybody's nice.
Yeah.
And like we have like, like last week, an older woman was like, I just want y'all to know y'all are such a blessing to us. And I'm just like, oh, like, thank you.
Thank you,
Like,
woman.
This
it
makes
makes
all of
it
this
so
worth
nice.
it.
It makes
Like,
it all worth it. Yeah. Because I was like dizzy at 1 a.m, but like now I'm like pumped. I feel so
Right.
good.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then another customer came in Saturday, and it was like about to close Saturday. I'm like, okay, and he's like, "Do you have any oatmeal cookies left?" And he's standing in the doorway. I was like, "Yeah, like I have two, let's check out, whatever." And he's hobbled. He like literally limped over, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "No, I'm on the way to the hospital."
But I
And
wanted
was
a cookie.
Like, what are you doing? I was like, "No, like
is
take your
wild.
cookie
Yeah.
and just go. Like, don't stop at the bakery on the way." He's like, "I just can't resist. They're so good."
He's like, I needed to
I
pick
was
me
like,
up.
That's
Sir.
the ultimate testimonial.
Right.
Stopped on the way to the hospital.
I was like, "Sir, please." I was like, "Take care of yourself."
That's
he was
awesome.
taking
But
care of
yeah.
himself.
He was.
Right.
It
Right.
was.
Right.
Lord knows
incredible.
how long he's in that waiting room, but he had his cookies, so it was okay.
Oh, that's incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He was taking
It was
care of
like, all
himself.
right. Okay.
That's awesome. I feel like that's got to be a joy of this, and also sometimes just strange and funny. But like getting to know all the people, because like people descend. I see. I laugh, but Kelsey and I will go on walks with the fam, and like I just see people from the neighborhood walking back with baguettes and like walking back with like. I'm like, this
That's
is
good.
I was
It's like the
this-
dream, right?
Right.
People in the
It feels-
neighborhood are.
That is the dream.
They're just walking in,
Yeah.
getting their bread, and walking back, and I'm like, sometimes with a 6-pack too, which makes me smile.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
Of
it's
course.
it's awesome.
Well, tell us about how, because obviously we're talking about today.
Yeah.
And what year did you guys start? Do you remember what year was?
The bakery?
Yeah.
2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're 6 years ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has grown so much.
Right.
Yeah.
How has that journey been of growing the business? Because I feel like that is another thing that you kind of strapped yourself to a rocket and things break, and like you have to
Right.
hire people, like we were talking about earlier. You have a staff now.
Right.
Yeah.
And so how have you guys navigated that?
It's difficult. I mean, it's double-edged. Like it's good and it's bad.
Yeah.
No, it's a double-edged sword.
It's,
Yeah.
Is
wonderful.
that the right term for it? Yeah.
But at the same time,
They're able to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're able to help me so I can, focus on just the bread and not everything else.
Right.
But then you're dealing with more payroll and personality and also just like the demand has increased so much that I don't really mind selling out. I just don't want to sell out at like 10 a.m. So like if someone
Right.
comes from Plano and it's 10 a.m. and I feel bad. You put in the effort, you drove that far.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing that's
That's
pushing me
interesting,
to
yeah.
increase more. But the thing is that if you increase a lot and you're going to drop the quality, and that's everybody knows that, right? But I think people look at restaurants and we're kind of trying to run it like a restaurant, like it's a craft thing and it's limited and everything is made with love and we try to make it beautiful, and you can't do that on a huge scale.
Yeah.
So I think people understand that.
I think
For
3
the most
days
part,
a week is, the max we can do that at this point.
Yeah.
In our,
Yeah.
base with employees. Yeah.
And there's another baker I really like that said like just they're just the temptation to grow all the time, but they're pushing to stay small because you have something when you are that small that you will lose.
There's a trade-off.
There's a trade-off.
There's a tract, small pamphlet that Shannon gave me once from Oak Cliff Coffee. It's called "Small is Beautiful."
Yeah.
And he's got a similar philosophy and mindset where he's like, and I think even practically, like he won't sell coffee outside of certain zip codes or won't travel. Like it's kind of worked his way into like his thinking and some of this. But when I hear you saying that, I hear him like in some of the things that he said,
Same.
where I'm like, it's kind of, there's, when you're hyper focused on the quality of that stuff, like it kind of forces you to be some of those things.
Yeah.
And
I don't feel that bad because I think that every neighborhood deserves a spot like ours. Like,
Yes.
I don't think that we are like destined to serve all of Dallas.
Yeah.
Or that we need to.
Yeah.
That's why
You
it's
don't
called
need
Oak Cliff Bread. You know, and
You don't need to break yourselves
Yeah.
to serve the
Right.
DFW Metroplex.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And that's
that
part
is
of the overall
interesting, yeah.
philosophy. It's just that we don't do wholesale. We don't do pre-orders. We just want, whoever's in line first gets it. We don't do
Right.
Grubhub because
Yeah.
if you've seen like
Or
what
Uber
that
Eats,
does
yeah, we don't
when you go out
do
to
it.
eat and
Yeah.
you're the only person in the building and then they're in the weeds because there's like 20 Grubhub
Yep.
orders.
Yeah.
So
Man, it's such an interesting paradox because what you're saying is we want to serve Oak Cliff, and yet because you're doing that,
Right.
the whole Metroplex is like, we want this, and so they start coming in.
Yeah,
And
they're
so it's
I
like
want that.
there's a
Yeah.
hunger
Yeah.
in the Metroplex for those.
So the
local
real problem
bakeries.
is like, how do you train the bakers underneath you to go out into other
Right.
neighborhoods, right?
Right.
Oh,
I think
neighborhood
it's
bakery.
like, it's a way to.
that's a good question.
The way you said that a second ago is like every neighborhood deserves something like that. That sounds very European to me.
Yeah.
That's the
and-
idea, though.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
to have that little bakery on the corner and serve your neighbors.
Yeah.
right.
And this person has good cannolis. This person has good baguettes. Like
Yes.
you go to you have to make the effort and go
Yes.
to
Right.
a different one.
Yes. And
Everybody has
Paris,
their
everybody
craft.
has their like, oh, I like this baguette or I like
Yeah.
that baguette.
Right.
We
Yeah.
shouldn't be the only baguette.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
not, but I'm just saying there should be more options.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's part of the plan, honestly, is maybe,
That's
maybe
fun.
do a school sort of thing or
Yeah.
an educational
Yeah,
sort of
Dude,
thing.
That's
I will
cool.
sign up for that
Hours.
class.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
School
yeah,
in
'cause-
the sense of like training the bakers underneath of you to
Or
kind
just
of
training
like,
people about
yeah,
bread.
yeah. Yeah.
Teaching people how to make bread.
I love that. So that could be like a future-ish thing maybe
Yeah.
for Oak
So,
Cliff
yeah.
Bread. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
No
awesome.
limit.
man.
Very cool.
That's-
Love hearing that.
That's cool. Okay, I have to ask, like, bakery. Is there anything that you bake that is your favorite thing, or also the hardest thing? I kind of wanted to know both of those. Just random. I just want to know.
I love bread.
Yes. Yeah.
I really do. I
Yeah.
love every bit of the process.
Yeah.
I like mixing it. The only thing I don't like is cleaning the mixer.
Yeah.
But I'd say
Honestly,
baguette.
fair.
Like
baguettes.
yeah, the feeling
Your
at
favorite
like
thing,
3
or-
in the,
Okay.
favorite thing to eat, favorite thing to make. Because when so it's like 3 a.m, you're
Yeah.
alone in the bakery, you've divided it, it's rested, and you're going to pat it and shape it, and it's really relaxed.
Yeah.
The feeling in your hands, or the feeling in your hands of shaping a croissant that's like well laminated and it feels firm in your hands. Dude, I could geek out all day.
Dude, geek out,
Yeah.
dude. I want to know
I can
that.
see
yeah.
I can see the
Yeah.
the,
I love
the
every bit of
passion.
the
Little
process.
sparkle
Yeah.
in his eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes 3 days, and when you brush it with egg wash,
Mm.
and it's all puffy, and you've done a good job, and you put it in the oven, and then you pull it out of the oven. That's the best part, and then you eat it. Like,
Dude.
It only gets
great.
better every
It only
every
gets
moment.
better.
dude.
Yeah.
For me, I just like every bit of the process of making bread. But for you,
That's interesting. Like the process. It's not
Yeah.
the specific one thing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
He's in love with bread.
yeah,
He's
he's in
in
love.
love.
Cheyenne knows.
And me.
Yeah. She's like the sparkle. That's awesome.
Doug, you were about to say something.
Oh no. Just I like barely in college. I baked a little bit. I would bake scones.
Let's go.
Um,
I remember
and-
this actually.
dude,
you
and
did make
I
some
lo-
mean scones.
It was enjoyable. Like
Yeah.
that process. You kind of reminded me a little bit. Like I was just like, oh, I did just kind of put like some egg on it and some
Yes.
sugar, and then like
Yeah.
it was the whole process was awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
And then enjoying it.
It is
but
cool.
Cheyenne, what about you? Do
Yeah.
you have a favorite?
It probably baguettes.
yeah,
Really?
I guess number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
or morning bun, maybe.
Oh,
I
morning
do
bun.
enjoy a morning bun now
Yeah,
and then.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I really enjoy the baguette. Like it's just a solid go-to
yeah.
every day, you know.
My-
It's like I'll be in the mood for a morning bun, but I'll be in the mood for a ham and cheese, or
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
whatever
Different
the
moods.
mood strikes.
Sure.
But a baguette you can't go
The
wrong.
baguette just keeps giving too.
Right.
Like my son
Yeah.
will grab some off, and then like later,
Right.
another hour later, is grab some
Yeah.
more off,
Right.
and you're like, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
kids,
Like, it's
kids
just like,
especially love the baguette.
oh yeah, it's
we
so
used
fun.
we used sourdough. Was it sourdough? I think for teething.
Mm,
So for
fascinating.
I tell a lot of people who come in, I'm like, oh, are they teething? They're cranky little babies. I'm like, try this little
It's
method.
amazing.
I'm not saying I'm not signing off on it. It's not
Oh.
medically suggested or anything.
Oh
but
no,
like
it's signed off.
it
We're
gets
gonna-
wet and it's it's still pulling on the crust and
God,
so
we're gonna
but yeah,
try that.
Interesting.
it was a good one.
We already have kids who have been babies in the bakery, and then they're like toddlers.
You're seeing
Right.
it now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, that's
I had,
gotta be so
3-year-old
fun.
Who was
So-
like, where's the cardamom bun? It's like cardamom bun.
Right.
I'm like, this 3-year-old's eating cardamom buns. Like,
Yeah,
that is,
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
why we do it.
Yeah,
man.
it's
To get
something
in the
is working
children's-
right.
Yeah, to get in the children's
Elevated
memory.
quality.
Yeah,
Yes.
that they
This is
can-
what it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, my
That's
kids
amazing.
ask for focaccia on Fridays with our movie night, and I'm like, guys, I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
You
Like,
have, you have
listen-
Oak Cliff bread to
Hey,
thank for
You
that
guys have
level
the
of.
standards now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that focaccia I think is one of my favorites too.
Oh,
what about you,
man.
Grant? What do you got?
Oh, I mean, I almost always, if there's like a fruited pastry, wanna mess with that.
Apricot. Those are.
Yeah.
We
I
grew
mean-
up next to our neighbor had an apricot tree, and we would just house those.
Oh
and
yeah,
she
we
would
ate
do
so
the-
many of those growing up. Back to nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
But I like when you guys are just doing new stuff too. That like, and I'm curious to hear maybe how you decide what to do next. Because I walked by the other day and you guys were making kimchi, kimchi grilled cheese.
Yeah.
So
And
we
they
started
were-
lunch, yeah.
That was so
Yeah.
good, and I was like, I didn't even know that was an
Yeah,
option.
he
Right.
wouldn't stop talking about it. I'm like, dude,
Nice.
yeah.
Doug's like, I
Yeah.
get it, I missed
Yeah,
it.
we all-
But,
Things are good.
There's an endless list of things I want to do.
Like,
It's
yeah.
just we're limited by like what
Sure.
we can.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really just like think about the week every Monday or whatever, and I just think of like what's exciting. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And then we go by holidays, like Valentine's Day. We'll do
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
red
Yeah.
striped croissant or whatever. But for the most part, it's just like a gut, like what is exciting or
Yeah.
what have we not seen in a while.
That's
but then we
cool.
also have
Yeah.
a bread request book, and people fill it with things that they want to
Oh,
see.
I didn't know that.
I know. We need to
We're gonna
go.
start requesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that's
It's got to be
awesome.
over like a few different people who
Yeah,
request.
okay.
Like,
I can-
will
so
now
I'll
listen.
get.
I can make
Grant's
up some
and then I-
names.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
No,
yeah, I
people tell
remember-
me at the register. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay, people tell me at the register that they're looking for the rug broad. I can't pronounce it, but the Danish rye.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're looking for that, and so
Okay.
I'm like, okay, well, I'll put the request in. Like, I'll let them know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and
This
I'm
is
also
what's
right
being
there, and
frequent-
I can hear
right.
it. And that's what we like about being so small. Because I'm like, should I get
Yeah.
a separate production space? But
Yeah.
it is nice to sit there and hear the
can
customer.
hear
them saying like,
Oh,
I
Right,
love.
all
you
the
don't have
praise
this, you
or
don't
all
have
the,
that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what does she want? Okay,
Yeah.
like noted.
Yeah.
And if
You're
you said it
taking-
in person, like
Right.
next week, I got you pretzels or
Wow.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretzels
Nice.
at Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I do love that too, though. That you're like you're both there when,
Right.
when people walk in. That's
We
that's
like
pretty
it.
neat.
Yeah.
We really enjoy the customer. I mean, I for sure enjoy the customer
Yeah.
interaction. It's just lovely to meet everyone
Yeah,
and to ask
yeah.
about their kids or their mother or
Yes,
whoever. And
yeah.
it's like because it's good. They come in
our
with them
neighbors,
or something,
yeah.
and I care. And
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
And you
You
remember when
know.
you broke your wrist that one time?
Yeah.
She
Wait,
broke
what?
her wrist.
Wait.
She
Dude, throw
was, she
this
was
in. What is
roller
it?
skating and she broke her wrist.
I think I remember this. Okay.
Yeah, and then that whole week we had somebody else in the front, and everybody's like, "Where's Cheyenne? Where's Cheyenne? Where's Cheyenne?"
I got a couple cards. It was nice.
Oh,
like our
did you?
customers, yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's
It-
awesome.
but,
So
that's the
wholesome.
interaction.
It
That's the
is.
neighborhood interaction
Yeah.
that we're looking for, that
Yeah.
we love.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's awesome.
We're a part of their lives. They're
Yeah.
a part of ours. They tell us things they're excited about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Garden tour coming up.
Yes,
you know, like-
dude. All the things
You
that
get to hear
happen.
what the buzz
Right.
is. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
It's a good part of being in Oak Cliff too.
Yeah.
Oak Cliff's got a good
That's
way of being
awesome.
neighbors.
For
All right,
sure.
I have to switch gears because I'm curious about your starter and
Okay.
how the length
That's a
of
good-
time.
One of the last questions. I was like, we're
Yeah.
about to land this plane.
Oh, we
Grant's
are?
like,
Okay, no, we're gonna
he's
keep
like, Let's
going.
go into the starter. Let's go.
Well, I'm just curious. The starter lasts a long time.
Right.
Can you explain that?
Yeah.
And then where maybe did you start your starter, and how does that like grow over time, and how do you cultivate the starter?
What do you mean? What lasts a long time?
It just like continues on.
Yeah,
right.
forever.
Okay, so explain that.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
yeah.
Infinity is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like you can explain
It
this to
lasts
us.
forever.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's a colony. It's a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast.
Yeah.
So it's like its own little colony or universe almost.
And this is a sourdough starter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sourdough starter, but
Okay.
that could apply to any other ferment.
Okay.
Like a kombucha is also a SCOBY, a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. But
Let's go.
yeah, so to make a sourdough starter, it's really simple and it's magical, really. You take flour and water and you mix it, and by mixing it with your fingers, you can mix it with your fingers, and then you have wild yeast already on your fingers. So you're
Fascinating.
inoculating this paste with wild yeast. You wait 4 days, let it sit. It's going to start to bubble. It's going to smell a little weird, and you'll dump out most of it, and you'll feed it fresh flour and water, and then it's going to start to balance itself out over time. because the lactic acid will kill all the bad bacteria. It'll balance itself. It's a colony.
Sort of self cleanses.
Yep, self cleanses. Yeah, and it's sort of like how it's. I don't know. It almost seems like it's encouraged by nature that this happens. But yeah, it's a daily. It's like a pet almost. Some people name it. I don't name it. I just call it a starter. Like, it doesn't have one name. It's millions and millions of microorganisms.
It just keeps going. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, daily you'll dump it out and you'll feed it fresh. You'll feed it twice a day and keep it happy. And if you have a happy starter, then you'll have happy bread, basically.
Wow.
What
happy starter is happy bread.
It's very easy to make. Yeah.
Okay. How long has yours been going on, or what's
since 2015?
Okay.
So 11 years.
Wow.
Now. Yeah. Same one.
And that one goes, is that what you make from the bakery? Like the starter from that? Or is it kind of like,
that's the base of all of our sourdough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, I mean, all bread is it's a mass of flour and water. And then you've inoculated that mass with your starter. So like I use 20% or something, and you could lower it or raise it if you want it to ferment faster or slower.
Okay.
Keep it warm, keep it happy. And then those gluten strands are expanded by the CO2.
Yes, go Tyler, go. Cheyenne's just laughing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Basically, yeah. But what's cool about sourdough is that it's, those bacteria and yeast are breaking down the gluten in the sourdough or in the, lost it.
No, it's okay.
It's breaking it down.
Right.
So, okay, so you're
the proteins, right?
Yeah, it breaks down the proteins.
Okay.
So then,
and it's also like farting. Well, it's
it releases air, or it like starts to like kind of like bubble out or something.
Right.
Yeah,
it's alive,
Instagrams.
and it's
Dude,
it's alive.
living,
That's
it's
what's so
alive, and it's
fascinating.
growing,
It's just it's like a thing that lives.
Right.
It's a thing that's
For
living
11 years.
Some people name
hot
them.
and humid one day will come in and the starter's everywhere. Like, but if it's cold, then it's gonna go slower.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just depends on the weather. It depends on nature.
I can see how people would name it, and because it's like a relational.
It's,
I mean,
to
it's
it
an
almost.
11-year thing too.
Yeah, that's longer than my dog's been alive.
So
come on.
Yeah, no, but we give
Good
it
luck,
out
Topo.
for free. If anyone needs starter, we just give it out for free, and then it's not like a secret.
Yeah.
It's not a secret.
Yeah.
This is what the starter is.
So do other ones, like people's starters, I've heard this, where you can buy ancient starters and ones that have been going on for a while and stuff like that. Do they have different like magic properties or feels to them, or is it all kind of similar?
I debunk that right now.
Good. Debunk it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That starter that you make at your house that's a week old is going to be the same as my 11-year-old starter, because the starter adapts to its environment. So people will travel to San Francisco, bring
to get a starter back from
it'll turn into an
this.
Oak Cliff starter.
It's
debunked.
Yeah,
really.
it's the
busted.
wild yeast and the bacteria in the air.
It's
have
everything.
You still
inoculated it
live
and
here,
changed it.
and
Yeah.
that's what's going to
Man,
change.
you
That's
have
how it
to
continues.
talk to our friend Barrett Tillman. He's doing a thing at Oak Cliff Brewery now. It's Saison Sundays, where he ferments different like beers from our brewery and kind of releases them to stuff. But I'm just thinking, like, he is talking about this all the time.
Yeah.
I just want to see y'all's minds like connecting and talking
Fermentation.
about. Oh yeah,
We tried
it's
a
like,
lot of that during the pandemic. We tried fermentation. We tried kombucha, kimchi.
cool.
We did,
Yeah.
a lot.
So cool.
Sauerkraut, yogurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sauerkraut's great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Huh.
Fermentation is really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this is so fun.
Yeah, we could go
I
another
love it.
hour or so, but
Thanks for coming on the show and chatting, and it's fun to hear about your lives.
how can people come get the bread? Like, for listeners who've never been to the shop and want to follow you, what's the ways to do that?
So we're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Unless there's like a significant holiday or something. But 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Or unless we sell out, we'll update Instagram.
Cool.
That's where you
or
go
I'll
to
put a
find the
sign.
latest
Yeah,
updates.
Instagram's a good way to.
At Oak Cliff Bread? Or
Yeah.
Oak
Okay.
Cliff Bread.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show, y'all.
Thank
What a
y'all.
great
Of
time.
course.
We love being in Tyler Station with y'all and being friends. This is awesome. Everyone needs to come to
Come on down.
bakery.
Yeah.
Try it
Let's
out.
go.
For sure.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Hidden City. We hope you discovered something about Oak Cliff that you didn't know. If you enjoyed the show, I hope you subscribe to it on YouTube and then follow us on any of the podcasting platforms. Also, if you enjoyed it, please share with a friend. And thanks so much for tuning in.